Hello, welcome to the Microsoft Access 2013 tutorial to create a project review form. This is the 8th video where we are going to add some buttons and functionalities to the portfolio browser, which is this project navigation form here. We already created in the previous videos all these forms and data sets and this data entry form and even this portfolio form. We just need to create some buttons in order to narrow the list of displayed projects in order to allow people to select more easily the project that they want to work on, so that they can click and jump from the project navigation form to the data entry form and start doing the review. In order to do that, we need to follow these steps. Please pay close attention to this code here, which is what we need to tell Access to use a specific record to go to in a specific data entry form. So I'm going to type that the first time, and then I'm going to copy and paste it every time. This is going to be available in the notes of the video, so use that if you need it. Let's go to the Access review form that we have been using. This is the document. This is the form portfolio that we created before. So we're going to the design view and we're going to make some room for the well, that's too much room for the buttons as we are going to create. Then after I just did that, I'm going to create text field so that people can put whatever they want there. So this is going to be a search field and a search button. I want people to be able to indicate the project ID that they are looking for, because this is the one that they were assigned in order to do the review. So they're going to put it here in this field, and then they are going to have an command button in order to filter this list to specifically this project. In order to do that, I need to first name this specific field where the user is putting the information. So if I go here with the F4 key in the keyboard, I can see the name of this field, and I can change that name going to the tab Other and changing the name here. So this is going to be the txt this is project or search. No, yeah, search 1. Now that I did that, I want to create the button to add this filter functionality. I'm going to use the form, the button in the design tab. I won't use the command button wizard because this is a little bit more advanced, so I need to actually work here in the property sheet. So I'm going to change this name, and this is going to be just search, so that people know how to use it. There, and then I'm going to this event tab. I'm going to add a functionality here on click. So when people click on this button, they will be taken somewhere else, and in this case is to a narrower portfolio. So in order to do that, I just need to add a function here using these 3 buttons that I don't remember how they are called. So I click there, I choose the macro builder, and now I have a function to select. This is going to be apply filter, that's what I want. Click on it, and I just need to add the condition, and the condition is going to be the following. The syntax is the following. Look for a project ID which is equal or contains the string that was entered in that specific field in the form, the one that we just created. So how can I say this to Access? I just need to tell which is the variable that that Access needs to look for, which is the project ID, and I need to enclose it in brackets. So it's project ID. That project ID need to be like the project ID that the people using the data entry form and the data and the portfolio form is going to put there, that those people are going to use to do the review. So that project ID should be like, and we're going to add this character, which is the asterisk enclosed by double quotation marks, space, ampersand. And where is that text field? Well, it is within a form, which is a form portfolio, which is within all the objects of the type form. So I need to first specify the type, which is forms. Then, with no space, I need to put the name to this form portfolio, and then I need to put the actual variable that I need, well, or not the variable, but the field, and the field is the one that we just created, is text search one, and that's all I need. Then space and or ampersand and the double quotation marks and the asterisk. So it means that everything matching whatever the user put there in that text search field is going to be brought in this filter. So we just save it, we close it, and we can test it. We go to the view, form, and I'm going to bring all the P projects. So you saw that just worked well. Or I want all the 333 projects. So these are all the projects containing that number. Or I want to bring a specific project. So just put a specific project there, and that's what it brings. Right? Now I want, for example, to create some other keywords, keyword search. How can I do that? Well, I go to design view, and I will add another button, which is going to be a similar button to this. The only difference is that the search is not going to be in a single field, but in more than one field. That's what I want to do with the keyword search. So I repeat the process. I add the text field. So the label for this is keyword. Okay, I made it. And this is the text field where people are going to put the keyword. I want to name this as I did before. So in this case, this is txt search 2, and the event, there is no event I'm clicking, but I want to add a button where people can click and filter the records. So this is the one that is going to have an event. I click on it and I get to the macro builder. What I'm going to do here is to apply a filter again. But in this case, I'm going to use more than one field, not only the project ID, but for example, maybe the project name or the region or the country. So I'm going to use 2 or 3, but for that I just need to use the same code that I used before. So I'm going to copy and paste it because I'm lazy, and I need to put it here in the condition. And the only thing I need to change is the variable. So first of all, this is not the project ID, but I want to look in the project name. So the name is WBG project name, and I need that to match not the search 1 but the search 2 field. Alright, so I'm going to copy this. I'm going to add this or space, and then I paste it again. So I want access to look not only for this keyword in the project name but also in the country. And or also not in the country or the project name but the practice. And that's it. So I click on save, close, I go to view, and I'm going to put here specific country, Colombia, and then I have all the Colombian projects. Or a specific practice, which could be infra energy. Let's put energy, and I have all the energy extractive projects. So that's what I wanted to do first. Now I want to go to a specific form displaying a specific record. How can I do that? Well, I'm going to select one of these, the one I want, and after that I'm going to click a button and I want access to take me to the specific form. So in order to do that, I go to design view and I'm going to add that specific link. This is just a button, so I can click again on the button here, and what I want to do is to open a form, but since I need to specify that this is the selected record, I'm not going to use this command button wizard, but I'm going to do it again in the macro builder. So this is open form. So I click in this open form button and I'm going to add a specific function here. That function is going to be executed on click, and for that I need to specify in the macro builder what I want to do. I want to open a form, so I just click here, open form. What is the form name? The form name is the form objectives. The view is form. The filter name, I don't need to put it. Where condition is, and this is equal, double quotation marks. Then I'm going to put the project ID equal, double quotation marks, space, ampersand, double quotation mark, single quotation mark, double quotation mark, space, and again the project ID enclosed by brackets, ampersand, again space, before and after, and again the double quotation mark, a single quotation mark, and a double quotation mark. And that is just saying that the project ID of the form that I'm going to open should be, or should match the one that I'm selecting in the current form. So I save it, I close it, and now we can work with it. So again, let's say I want to go to this project, then as you can see it's automatically selected because it's the only project matching this record. So I go open the form, and as you can see now I'm here in the form objectives in that specific record. I can go back by closing the form and I'm still here. That is what I want people to be able to do with these buttons. The only thing missing here is maybe a specific type of button, which is hyperlink. So in order to do that, I just need to use the F4. So first of all, I'm going to the design view, The F4 is for the property sheet, so I have it here, and I'm going to select the project ID. So when people see the project ID, I want them to see hyperlink format. So here in the format tab in the property sheet of this specific variable, I want them to go here to, is hyperlink? No, display has hyperlink always. So now it will look as a hyperlink and it's going to display a little hand there. And then I want to add an event on click. So the event on click is going to be similar to the previous one. So for that, I'm going to copy this open form. I'm going to copy this that I just put there. I'm going to close. I go again to this project ID, and on click I want to open another form. The condition is going to be the same, but the form is not going to be that. But for example, let's just to test it, let's choose this one, the subform review. I don't need a filter name, and for this I don't want normal mode but a dialog box, and I want this to be read-only, for example. And you can change the other one to edit, the one that we just created, so that people can actually create, edit the information there. So in this one, we are going to modify that. Let's make sure this is the edit. So save, close, and now everything should work well. If I click here, it takes me to the review. If I click here, it takes me to the objectives form. And this is what I wanted to show. So this is the project, the review project form working. So the only thing that we need to do is to create an interface for multiple data entry users and to change some of these interface things so that people won't be able to see this navigation pane or maybe this, and we just need to make everything safe to store the data safely. So please join me in the next video, which is going to be the last one, and with that we will be closing our tutorial. Thank you so much. Please join me in the next video.